In a small town near a busy city lived a poor man named Ravi. Ravi was not educated. He could read a little, but writing was difficult for him. He never went to college. His life was full of struggle from a very young age. Ravi lived in a small rented room with his wife Anita and their young son Aman. The room had one bed, a small stove, and a broken fan. In summer, the heat was strong. In winter, cold air entered through the cracks in the wall, but Ravi never complained. Every morning, Ravi woke up at 5 a.m. He washed his face with cold water, said a short prayer, and got ready for work. Anita packed some simple food for him, usually dry bread and tea. Ravi smiled at her and said, "Don't worry, one day our life will be better." Ravi worked as a daily wage worker. Some days he worked at construction sites. Some days he cleaned shops. Some days he carried heavy loads in the market. If he did not work, he did not earn. If he did not earn, there was no food. Many people in the town looked down on Ravi. "He works so hard, but he is still poor," they said. "Hard work does not change life." Others laughed. Ravi heard these words every day. They heard him, but he never replied. He believed one thing deeply: work done with honesty is never wasted. Sometimes Ravi returned home very tired. His hands had cuts, his back was in pain. But when he saw his son smile, he felt strong again. Aman was a bright child. He loved school and asked many questions. One night, Aman asked, "Papa, why do you work so much?" Ravi smiled and said, "So you don't have to work like me." One day, Ravi went to a big construction site. He worked there all day, lifting heavy bricks under the hot sun. In the evening, the supervisor came and said, "There is no money today. Come tomorrow." Ravi felt weak. He had worked the whole day, but earned nothing. On his way home, rain started suddenly. Ravi had no umbrella. His clothes got wet. His stomach was empty. His heart was heavy. Anita gave the last bread to Aman. She said she was not hungry, but Ravi knew the truth. He stayed silent. Tears came to his eyes, but he did not cry. That night, Ravi could not sleep. For the first time, he felt fear. What if my hard work is not enough? The next morning, Ravi went to the city to search for work. Near a bus stop, he saw a black wallet on the road. He picked it up. Inside the wallet was a lot of money, more money than Ravi had ever seen at one time. There was also an ID card. Ravi's heart started beating fast. With this money, he could buy food, pay rent, buy books for his son. For a few seconds, Ravi stood still. Then he remembered his father's words. "Money can solve problems, but dishonesty creates bigger ones." Ravi waited near the bus stop. After some time, a worried middle-aged man came running. He was searching everywhere. Ravi showed him the wallet. The man opened it and checked the money. Nothing was missing. The man looked at Ravi and asked, "You are poor. Why did you return it?" Ravi replied softly, "Because it was not mine." The man's name was Mr. Thomas. He owned a small warehouse in the city. He said to Ravi, "I need honest people more than smart people. Come work with me." Ravi did not understand why this was happening, but he accepted the job. The salary was small but regular. Ravi was happy. Every day Ravi reached work early. He cleaned the warehouse, arranged goods, and helped everyone. He never complained. Slowly, Mr. Thomas noticed Ravi's dedication. Other workers sometimes came late. Some took breaks without permission, but Ravi worked with full focus. Months passed. Ravi learned new skills. He learned how to keep records. He learned how to talk to customers. Mr. Thomas started trusting him. One day, Mr. Thomas said, "I want you to manage this place when I am not here." Ravi was shocked. He said, "I am not educated." Mr. Thomas replied, "Education can be learned. Honesty cannot." Ravi's life did not change overnight, But slowly, his income became stable. His son continued school. His wife smiled more often. They moved to a slightly better house. Ravi still worked hard, but now with confidence. One day, Ravi met the same people who once laughed at him. They greeted him with respect. Ravi did not feel proud. He felt grateful. Years later, Ravi stood outside the warehouse, watching workers do their job. He remembered the days of hunger, the nights without sleep, the pain of being ignored. He understood one important truth. Hard work does not always give quick results, but honest effort always gives lasting results. Ravi was not rich, but he was respected, he was peaceful, and he was proud of himself. Hard work may feel slow, life may feel unfair, but if you stay honest and never give up, your time will come.